Hello guys, welcome to yet another video. This is F1 with Mike and this is your preview for the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal, Canada. Listen, I'm based in Montreal, so I'm so excited about this week's race because I'm gonna be there for the qualifying session. I haven't gotten my tickets yet. Today's Mondays, but I'll get them before. I'll be there for sure on Saturday for the qualifying session because I can't miss it. I missed it last year, although I was a student then. I would say I was trying to save my money, but now I'm no longer a student, and things are going better. Thank God. So at least you can try to treat yourself for at least one of these weekends because it's not something that happens every time. So, but before I go into my preview for the weekend, let's get into some news. A lot has been going on in Formula One. This, not so much. I wouldn't say a lot. Like a few things have happened this, especially this morning. So I wanted to record this video yesterday actually to post it, but I'm glad I didn't because this morning we woke up to the news that Alpine and Esteban Ocon have decided to go their own separate ways. I think Alpine put out the news that they would not be renewing Ocon for the 2025 season. Now, a lot of people have been saying this is a reaction to what happened in Monaco. If you watch my review for the Monaco Grand Prix, we did discuss there the collision between Ocon and Gasly and how there was no reason for Ocon to do any of that, and Alpine had discussed all of that before the race, and that they were just gonna go and try and secure a point for the team. And Ocon almost put the whole thing in jeopardy because I think because of that crash he was out, and some repairs had to be done on Gasly's cars during the safety car period. Yeah, when there was a red flag. So yeah, so it's official, it's confirmed. Esteban Ocon will not be driving for Alpine for 2025. So that is to say, I mean, Gasly doesn't have a seat as well for 2025 confirmed, but the fact that they've come out to announce that Ocon will not drive for them in 2025 says I think Gasly is going to get a renewal for next year. But also, I have seen in the news that he also is looking for places for other teams because honestly, Alpine have the trajectory for that team has just been down since I think after Alonso left, then Oscar Piastri, the whole fiasco, then Otmar Safnauer. Now Ocon is gone. But the question is now, where does Esteban Ocon go to? Well, I don't know really. I don't know because he has proven himself to be someone that's really difficult to work with. It's, I wouldn't say, I think that's not fair. That's not fair to say that he's a difficult person to work with, but honestly, he hasn't been a really good teammate when it is expected of him to be. He's always trying to get one up on the next person, and that's what causes this harmony between the team. I think he's had issues with Perez, he's had issues with Fernando Alonso. You had issues with Fernando Alonso, you can imagine, and now the I don't even know who decided to put Ocon and Gasly in the same team, even though they are Frenchmen. Don't get me wrong, two Frenchmen driving for a French team. You would say, okay, it's gonna go well. They can sort their issues out, but they've known each other since when they were kids. The rivalry is there. They themselves have said I think was it in Drive to Survive, this new season 2023. I think Gasly said they can never be best friends or something like that. And yeah, you can see it's showing itself. Anyway, Ocon out of Alpine. Let me know what you think will happen to him and where you think he might be going for next year. Generally, for me, I think he might go back to be a Mercedes reserve driver because he's managed by Toto Wolff. And honestly, at the moment, I don't think there's a team that's gonna go for him compared to the other drivers that are out there that are performing. But we'll see. You can't just make conclusions. And also, there's been some rumors that Red Bull might renew Sergio Perez for another year. I don't know how I feel about that one, but we'll see. Uh, since nothing is concrete yet, you can't just make up things and say. But if they're going to renew him, what I'm thinking about is Liam Lawson. So what's gonna happen to Liam Lawson? Because I've also seen rumors that Daniel Ricciardo will be renewed for one more year at the Racing Bulls team. So are they going to keep Liam Lawson out, or is Yuki Tsunoda going to leave the team? So there's so much. The implication of renewing Sergio Perez is gonna cost so much in the market. So, and I'm sure Red Bull do not want to lose Liam Lawson as well. So it's gonna be tricky to go through that. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the preview itself for the race. I mean, for this weekend, the Canadian Grand Prix. Listen, I'm so excited about this one because now we're back to a much more traditional track. There's no boring activities like what happened in Monaco. Monaco, it was just chaos in first lap, and everybody put on one set of tire to the end. Honestly, let's forget about that. Let's not even talk about it. But the Canadian Grand Prix has been known for a place where there is always spectacle, there is always chaos, there is always something interesting. And listen, I checked the forecast. There is rain this weekend. There's rain on Thursday, there's rain. I mean, even though there's nothing happening on Thursday, there's rain on Thursday, there's rain on Friday, there's rain on Saturday, there's rain on Sunday. So there's jeopardy everywhere. Honestly, qualifying, last year's qualifying, oh my goodness. Q3 when I think Oliver Verstappen got a good lap in, but then the rain started pouring like crazy and nobody could like do something better. And yeah, I think Nico Hulkenberg was P3, but I think he was given a three-place grid penalty, I think, because I said he sped under the red light. Or was it the yellow flag? I don't know. Something like that, though. But honestly, I feel like this week is going to be amazing. And it's going to make us forget what happened last week in Monaco. I mean, we're not forgetting Charles Leclerc won because, yeah, everyone is so happy for him. I think if you're not happy for Charles Leclerc, you're just a hater, honestly, at this point, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Anyway, so into it. Anyway, we are starting with my flop of the week as I always do. And this week I am going with a team that has been consistent so far this season. They have had 2 race wins, and both of their drivers have not dropped out of the top 5 in any race they've participated in. They are second in the Constructors' Championship. My flop of the week is Ferrari. And this is I'm just going with vibes because there is no other team that has been this consistent. Because even Verstappen in Monaco finished P6. Like if the one guy that is always used to finishing like first or second, because the other races where Verstappen finished, that didn't. I mean, it's been a long time he didn't finish. I think it was just Australia where his car had a DNF, so that doesn't count. You'd say, but race he started and completed, he's mostly finished first and second until Monaco. Okay, Singapore last year he finished fifth. So straight tracks, the basically the boogie circuits of that Red Bull car, and yeah. So I'm going with vibes. Honestly, just vibes. I would say Ferrari flop of the week. Don't ask me anything. I'm just going with the vibes there. And for my surprise driver of the week, I'm going with Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton. This was the track where he won his first Formula One race when he was driving for McLaren in his rookie season. I think it was the fourth race of his career, and yeah, this was where he got his first win. Last year, he was also very good around here. He finished, I think, P3 on the podium. It was him, Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso. Yeah. And I think I remember that day. Well, that was when I think people were saying, I think there was like 11 world championships, I think. Because Max had 2 that time. Yeah, 11 world championships on the podium. So it was amazing because Hamilton has 7, Alonso 2, Max 2 at that time. Because now Max has 3. And I think there was also with Adrian Newey, I think it was made, I think 23 World Championship and Driver Championship on the podium. It was amazing to see anyway. So yeah, so I feel like this is a very good track for Lewis Hamilton. He is very good. There are a lot of straights. I think the Mercedes might do okay, cooler temperatures as well. It suits them so much. So my surprise driver of the week, Lewis Hamilton on pole position because of. So I'm going for my choice for this one is gonna be because of I saw a start of like the race simulation that has been done based on the data prepared. I think it's Formula Data page on Twitter. I will try to find that image and put it in my video. And based on race simulations, the fastest car this weekend is expected to be the Ferrari. And because of that, I'm going with Charles Leclerc on pole. Yeah, we're going something different for the first time this season. I think for the entire all the races this year so far, I've predicted Max Verstappen on pole, but because Charles Leclerc got pole last week, I think he can do it again this week. Let us continue to find form, but I still think Ferrari will fill up this weekend. Anyway, their strategy, hopefully they get it right this time. And for top three, I think we'll return back to normal. I think Max Verstappen is gonna win this one. Yeah, in P1, I'm gonna go with Max Verstappen. Let's return back to settings because I've seen people saying things about we might have like a drivers championship battle on our hands. I don't think so. Really, I don't think that is true because yes, uh, last year Red Bull dominated so much that it was only Perez and Verstappen that were winning races until Sainz had one in Singapore. But this year, what I want people to understand is the first few races, I think the first two Max won, then the third one, which was in Australia, he didn't finish. So Sainz won. Then the next one, Max won. Then the one after, I think, did Max win that one? No. Then that was the one Lando won. And how Lando won is Max was already on hards that were 8 laps old, and he had his floor destroyed as well because he went over a cone or something like that in Miami, and the advantage was all in Lando Norris' favor. So it's like Lando had to win down, and Max finished second. Nobody could even overtake him at that one, and then we got to Imola. Max won, even though it was close because Norris was chasing him down at the end. And that was a really good race as well. Then in Monaco is a boogie track. If you don't qualify properly, you stay and you're in P6. There's no way you're winning that race. So that's why Leclerc won from the front anyway. And now we're back to another traditional circuit. I think Max Verstappen will be back to usual activities. I think he's gonna win this one. He's gonna maybe start on the front row. I don't because I'm going with Leclerc on pole, so I think Max will be on the front row. And in P2, I'm going with Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri has been on fine form lately, and the reason I'm putting him in P2 is because in qualifying, I think he does a better job than Lando Norris. Lando always has a mistake in him when it comes to qualifying. Race pace is different. Race pace, Lando is very good. Very, very good. I think he knows he's good on his tires and all of that. Also, Piastri has been better on his tires this season compared to last season. The way that guy chews that thing, like, I don't know. So I think with experience, you get better with distance. And in P3, I'm going with Sergio Checo Perez. Sergio Perez for P3 because, I mean, I know Sergio has been going through a hard time and all of that. I mean, it's just one race, really. Just one race he didn't qualify in. He didn't make it through. He didn't make Q1. Like into Q2, sorry. He didn't make Q2, so he didn't get out of Q1. And everyone is piling the pressure back on him. It's honestly unfair because so far this season he's been good, but just one race he makes a mistake and that's it. Everybody's piling the pressure back on him again. No, I think he will do better. I think it's a traditional circuit. I think he will have a much better performance. The only thing is because of the rain, I don't know. You have to be lucky, and that's the jeopardy that this brings for us, right? The rain brings so much into this. You don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm still predicting Sergio Perez to finish P3. And for my crazy prediction of this week is, remember I mentioned earlier that the Ferraris have been so good this season and none of their drivers have finished outside the top 5 in every race. So my crazy prediction of this week is that one of the Ferraris will finish outside the top 5 this race in Canada. So yeah, so I am counting on the F1 gods that that somehow a Ferrari will be outside the top 5, even though based on race simulation they are the fastest team on track. And I have given Charles Leclerc pole position. I don't know how I have not put him on the podium, but yeah, that is it. Anyway, also if you're coming into Canada, if you're coming into Montreal for the Grand Prix, I hope you have fun. I'll be putting out something like maybe a video on my TikTok later. Maybe tomorrow. Tonight is too late. So I'm putting a video out on my TikTok later so that if you're coming into Montreal and you need help, like knowing what to do for fun and all of that, I went round today. A lot of things are already kicking off because Montreal, when it comes to the Grand Prix weekend, they go crazy and they go big. And so far, so good. I've been seeing restaurants putting out checkered flags, putting out Ferrari banners. I also got to see the Williams F Williams F1 car of last year. Yeah, one of their show cars. I saw the Mercedes. I even saw the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. I think that was like the 2021 or 2020 Mercedes. Yeah. So and also I also saw the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. So I'll be putting all these details out there just on my TikTok, I think, and Instagram, so people can check it out if they want to visit, and if they're in Montreal for sure. I think these are good places for you to visit, and basically it's just for you to have a good time and all of that. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you for the support. Kindly like, subscribe, and also support me on other social media networks. Instagram, Twitter. I'm everywhere. I'm literally everywhere. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably see you. I'll be live during qualifying, but I'll be at the track. So you might not hear me, you might not hear anything. So, but yeah, I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. Bye bye.